New York and Minnesota United, just their 6th meeting since the Loons joined the league in 2017, and their first visit to New Jersey since March of 2022. Kickoff is next.
And that's where those two young players can really go to work, get balls into that box for Eric Choupo-Moting.
Red Bulls went 1-1 up in Toronto.
A nice little rest on Wednesday. He's going to be raring to go. Kelvin Yeboah with 5 goals. He'll want more at this point in the season.
Minnesota United and the Red Bulls. Not often they connect, but it's an interconference showdown with a lot of intrigue. Valencia joins into the attack. Valencia scrapes. Trapp cleans it up.
Nice counter-attacking football there. I wonder, could that have been quicker? Serge Gomez could have really accelerated after winning that ball. Great win, but took his time just a little bit.
Goma starting to get looks too within the U.S. Youth International setup. The U20s. He was away on recent international duty at the start of this month. Summer's already a full week old. Hard to believe we're heading into July. Choupo-Moting, an abdominal injury kept him out Wednesday. Forward to go here tonight. Knocked over a bit. Back to Ayla. Get used to this. The Red Bulls in possession, which they've had plenty of the ball this season. This is often the case when you face Minnesota United. Breaking down this embankment. They know, opposing teams, that the Loons can run in behind. Sofo, Carbajo. Forsberg, lead for Goma! First big chance of the game going the Red Bulls' way.
He's always going to find those runners. What a great ball this is for Goma. Very close, onside or offside. Choupo-Moting, I would have preferred him going straight in that 6-yard box to maybe get on the end of this. Instead, he takes a position.
5 assists from his left back role. Sofo open on the backstick side, and he forces it in on Spiel.
Comes a long way to this back post. I like the first touch here from Sofo. Great first touch. If you remember,
it was against Charlotte, FC Charlotte.
That's the one.
Carbajo. And wiper bladed out of there by Spiel. The volley from Duncan is going wide. So it's the Red Bulls concocting a little bit of juice on these set pieces here, the corners.
It's been a lot of set pieces early into this game.
Well, Wessel Spiel, welcome to the big leagues officially. Bunch of short-term call-ups, but he has signed the contract now for the rest of the season. The player spotlight is presented by Allstate. You are in good hands. Mongi Longwane, sure tucked in or out? Well, the tucked-in version with mom and baby brother in the stands worked just fine on Wednesday.
The real question is, are they in the stands in New York? If they are, be very afraid.
They're in town for 3 weeks. Pereira. Run down the middle. Now it's Valencia pointing away at Goma. Robin Lod.
You said they're in town for 3 weeks, Bongi's family. Are they in New York or no?
That I do not know.
We'll see the Big Apple.
It's start of a 2-game road trip for Minnesota United tonight. Head to Dallas next week. Duncan keeps on going. Now Sofo. Mohamed Sofo. He's not shy.
He's not shy at all. And honestly, he's the second top scorer for New York Red Bulls. Imagine that. You would have never guessed that with 5 goals. Behind Eric Choupo-Moting with 10.
And Sofo's goal contributions have also ratcheted up in Open Cup play. Both of these teams are in the quarterfinals of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Minnesota United, July 8th, will play at Chicago. And the Red Bulls will travel to Philadelphia. Kelvin Yeboah and Gressel. Gets that cross airborne, but Carlos Coronel, a sure-handed grab from the Brazilian.
Gressel can deliver from that range. You saw last game for Robin Lod's goal. What a great delivery that was.
79. assists in his MLS career for Gressel. There are 6 active players, Lloyd, 75 assists or more. I wasn't saying I was going to ask you. Oh, Choupo-Moting makes the nice move. Tumbles over. Forsberg finishes the job. The need for Swede, Emil Forsberg, gives the Red Bulls a 1-0 lead after 11 minutes.
Choupo-Moting can do up top on his own. Carl Duncan, really good time in between these two, very close. Takes it on his chest, let Boxall comes in, little shift, and then beats the keeper as well, spill. And the ball spills to Emil Forsberg. 1-0 Red Bulls, great work from Choupo-Moting. He's 36 years old, looking 26 there. He does the heavy lifting. Forsberg does the rest. Brilliant start.
Oh, Sparrow, Pereira for Yeboah. Kelvin Yeboah! That's the look of a man who's a designated player. Kelvin Yeboah evens things up at 1 right after the half hour.
Look at this little flick over Carballo, and then the little disguise on the pass. Yeboah wiggles, gets it out of his feet. It's a good finish into the corner, but oh my goodness, that is brilliant, and so is that. Really good football, really good goal. 1-1, Kelvin Yeboah back in scoring form.
Second goal in 3 games. Alex Smurr coming on the first half substitution for Minnesota United. Long throw from Boxall. Oh, Martinic! It's a set-piece goal from the team from St. Paul again. 2-1 Loons right at the end of the first half.
Does Boxall get a secondary assist? Maybe. It's so simple. And it's happened so many times this season. There's the flick on. He's got time to bring it down off the chest. Simply too much time. Nonetheless, executes it brilliantly into the back of the net. These defenders are really contributing in goals and assists. It's not.
Anthony saying, I've got that feeling for goals too. His is the difference. After 6 minutes of first half stoppage time. But the Red Bulls' response will be what's on our thoughts here to start half number 2. Sika and Sam and Sika. They find Forsberg. Red Bulls looking for something, anything. They've been stymied here ever since they took that opening goal in the 11th minute.
Yo, Curry, I love it.
And you brought up the DC United game. It was similar to this, right? In the second half. Not enough players on staggered lines to move the ball between the levels.
Doncor.
The staggered lines are there this time. It's just there's not much space at all.
There's Doncor. Ghanaian for Duncan.
Oh.
Choupo-Moting! What a stop, Smurr! It's a collision and Choupo-Moting is down. That cam replay is brought to you by T-Mobile.
There he gets to the ball. He saves the goal there, Jefferson Diaz. And he does get to Choupo.
Not a lot going on for the Red Bulls in the attack, and now an irate Sancho Schwartz.
Did he think a penalty was given?
Feeling that should have been perhaps a high boot in the path of Choupo-Moting. Yeboah is looking for a chance on one end. Pressure gives Minnesota United, and Gressel going back with Yeboah, and Nealis jamming him up. All that commotion in the technical area, and meanwhile Minnesota United is back looking for a third goal.
Yeah. It's been Very frustrated in recent weeks, Sandro Schwartz. I think the ball's there to be won there for Jefferson Diaz, and he won the ball.
Carmona. Duncan. Ayla. Ayla.
Oh, wow.
That took off.
Struck with venom, but it was always rising. He has really good technique for a centre-back. Noah Ayla.
Catalyst of the play out of the back for the Red Bulls. He's 5th in the league in touches, top 10 in passes and passes completed. Noah Ayla, Swedish center back, turned 23 in a couple of weeks. Mohamed Sofo. Pockets for Choupo-Moting. Grinding gears, and the second ball out on the clearance. Stroud!
Balls from out here with Sofo. Peter Stroud follows it up well. His enthusiasm to get onto that. Always going wide though, that strike. Needs to be the guys with the most craft, but it seems like the ones that are touching the ball all the time haven't got so much craft about them to make something happen.
Duncan, Choupo-Moting. Let him play tonight, and Choupo-Moting. His shot does go off a loon at last glance.
As you reminded, some of the guys with that craft, like Cam Harper, unavailable. Lewis Morgan, unavailable as well. A lot of pressure falls on Sofo to try and do something. Look at Michael Boxall, his intensity in there.
Valencia up for Ayla. They've scored off that play before. That's how Ayla got his goal against Montreal, but he's called for the foul here. Director of Recruitment, GM lenses Lloyd, with Sofo spinning across. Timo Werner and how he would look in this outfit if Song Bin. DJ Taylor.
Oh.
And the header, Marcanic goes off the crossbar.
It's not been a fluke from Marcanic then, his goals, because he always seems to be in that area where goals are scored. Playing left back, wow.
I want to say he had one similar like that in the Open Cup game. Minnesota United played St. Louis City twice in a span of 4 days and won both those games. 2 goals for Marcanic in the Open Cup. Choupo-Moting, Red Bulls back in the attack. Sofo.
That's a good area where that's crossed to. There's no one at that back post.
And Shen with the theft on Valencia, leading Song Bin and the South Korean. Way too strong with that initial touch.
Got to slow down your mind a little bit there, Song Bin. Running 100 miles per hour. You don't even have to run at full pace.
The Bulls have done a lot of their scoring damage this year in first halves. Solving this Minnesota equation is not easy. Bogac, Choupo-Moting, Smur comes off the line, makes a clutch intervention. It's Sofo, Mohamed Sofo.
Big from Smur coming out, smothering that ball on Eric Choupo-Moting. Smur's maybe saying, I should have been starting anyway. He's done well since he's come on. Here's the chant. Bogac does really well here. This little slipped pass. Smur straight off the line. That's textbook. This is the header against the bar. Marcanic. New lease on life, that young man.
Not a bad trade last August with St. Louis for just $50,000 to bring in Anthony Marcanic.
Does Joseph Rosales get back in the starting team at this point? It's got to be Marcanic. The way he's playing.
It's been tough for Rosales, who was suspended for the violation of the anti-harassment policy by Major League Soccer. But I will say, watching him play at the Gold Cup in the left back role with Honduras, a lot more confidence, a lot more joy in his game. So maybe that will buoy him for some good competition in the second half for Minnesota United. Bogac, Choupo-Moting, led a bit too far. Quietly, Diaz has had another key moment here.
Yeah, Bogac, he could have gone on his own there. He's just set one up for Choupo-Moting, and that one, he should have let it develop, let the runners run by you. He would have had a lot more space to get a shot off Victor Bogac. Very unselfish from him, too unselfish.
Red Bulls corner though here in the 81st. Forsberg. Pinball effect. And then it's floated by Krzyzewski Hall. Julian Hall, one of the youngest Red Bull goal scorers in their history.
It's all about the connection that Hall makes with the ball here. It's just not good enough. It's not enough to take that into the back of the net, but the direction is good.
Now Duncan. Now the Loons continue on this little two-game road trip. Toyota Stadium when they face a scuffling Dallas team next weekend. 8:45 on Independence Day. On MLS Season Pass, we're going to see the Red Bulls next week. We're going to see the Loons.
Oh, that's right.
There's the cross, and Bogac hits it over and out.
You're telling the world we're on every game then, I guess.
Sandro Schwartz, the head coach, assisting Kyle Duncan to get on with the proceedings. Hack hanging it up. Padelford's clearance to Hall. Duncan, Choupo-Moting! There may not be a newcomer like this guy. 2-2.
Promoting is not even necessarily looking for it. He's just loitering in that area. And look at the ball, he just comes alive. He gets there first, gets it past Smear. It's actually controlled really well. That is not easy to angle towards goal on the stretch. It's a good finish by Choupo-Moting. That's good patient play from him. He's had to wait all 45 minutes since the halftime whistle.
He's got a goal and an assist. Pereira. Put this anywhere he wants. Keen Pereira. Header up from Hack. Trapp and Romero. Now Diaz along for it. It's Boxall into the mix. Sofo scrapes it out. And Forsberg, who wants to get on the break, but the full-time whistle comes.
Oh, wow.
Sandro Schwartz